Hello farmers and welcome back to American Falls, finishing up the contracts that I took last episode and getting them done just in time as it looks because the sun seems to be setting rather quickly. We are in the month of September and it is getting close to 5:30 in the afternoon. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be dark here by 6 p.m. I should be done by then, and maybe I should slow down time to 0.5, just, you know, because it may be just a little bit too dark. But we're getting this job done. We got one contract. Well, technically I don't got any contracts currently complete, but we have two contracts that we're doing. We finished the harvest in the field last episode, but when we delivered the flax, I think is what we're harvesting, it delivered it for this field. So now I need to harvest this field, and then when I deliver the flax, it should complete the contract on the other field. And since this field will be harvested, and we already delivered the flax for this one, then both contracts will be done, and we can move on to the month of October. Return all the equipment, which is the harvester, header trailer, JCB, the trailer over there, and yeah, we'll be all set. I don't remember how much money we're going to get for both contracts, maybe like 15 grand. So we should be somewhere near $75,000 maybe when we get done today. When I mean today, I mean this month here, which is very soon. Then we're going to go to the month of October and just see what's available to us. I will keep looking in the store page because I'm looking for used items currently. I'm not going to be desperate on what I buy in the used section. I'm not going to say, well, there's a tractor, let's just buy that one. I'm going to be kind of picky on it. Just because I'm not really in a rush here on American Falls to do certain things currently. So yeah, just I mean, if there's something there that's like, well, that is what I'm looking for, and let's buy it used. And down the line, we can always trade in equipment and you know, upgrade to newer equipment or whatever we decide to do. But currently, also on this map, we are waiting for the update to come out, and I waited as long as I could today, and the mods just got released on the Mod Hub. I'm recording this on Friday the 6th. American Falls is in testing again. So at some point, hopefully he'll pass. And the reason why we're kind of waiting is because the update should require a new save game. So I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. But overall, yeah, since we're only doing one episode a week currently, it's going to be kind of hard to do that. And when the new save does come along, we're going to kind of try to start off on the new save right where we left off here. We'll have the same equipment, I do hope. It's been a while since I've done it, but I should be able to go into the XML file to save, and I can copy the vehicle XML file and just paste it onto the new save, and that should almost give us the same vehicles with the same hours, same wear and tear, all that. I do believe. It's been a while since I had to do that. I think I did it in 19. I should be able to do it in 22, at least I hope. But anyways, let's get back here to what we're doing today, which is harvesting here. October, I don't know what to expect. I'm kind of hoping for fertilizing contracts and then other contracts. Fertilizing contracts will be done by the Frank family because, you know, we got to do fertilizing contracts. That's what we got the equipment. We got a Voltra, and of course we got a Kubota fertilizer spreader. And fertilizing contracts, you get a lot of money. Yes, you got to pay for the fertilizer, but they're quick. And the Frank family should be able to handle that. Maybe we'll get cultivating or plowing jobs to do also. Or maybe, ooh, why can't I go, what's in the middle of this field? Oh, there's a collectible there. Okay, so if you're looking for a collectible here in American Falls, there is one right there. I'm like, is there just one fence post in the middle of this field? Nope, it's a collectible. Yeah, so in October, hopefully with all the fields being kind of harvested, we can do cultivating, plowing jobs, fertilizing jobs. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some harvesting contracts as well. But I would like to change up because we just did harvesting last episode, and of course this one as well. Contract is complete on this field here, but of course we're going to harvest everything that we can because I got to make sure I get enough for the other field. And of course, with any extra crop left over, we get the cash for it. So that'd be nice. I think the one thing I'm going to kind of steer away from, because I've been seeing it on all my Let's Plays, is the ideal combines. Just, I don't know what it is about it. I mentioned it a couple times, so I don't want to go too much over it. But yeah, the RPMs on it, no matter what header I put on the combine, it always maxes out. So I don't know if that's going to cause some issues like it has previously on other Let's Plays that I've done where the Combine struggles on a certain couple of headers. But I think I'm a long ways off from buying a header here, or a Combine on American Falls. Now, either, the next purchase that we make is either going to be buying the farmland with the silo on it, the farmyard, or looking for a good-sized medium tractor, like 350 to 400 horsepower. Don't think we need anything bigger than that on the series, but in order to run a couple of plows, we're going to need some horsepower behind it. Let's go up and grab this last piece of flax. And as also for these drainage areas in the fields, I'm trying to figure out in the future, when we finally get some fields and farm land to work on, should we leave the fields the way they are with the drainage areas in them, or should we plow them up and make it into a field itself? Because part of me says that brings character to the map by having these drainage ditches in the low areas, which they are. But then the other part of me is, yeah, I got to keep working around it, and hiring workers to do the work may take them a while to get around it. I mean, I think Courseplay does a good enough job to get around it, but as for future reference, what would you think we should do with these drainage areas in the field? Should I plow them in and just make it part of the field, or we leave them there and let the drainage areas go as they should be? Now, the one thing I don't know is that where the flooded areas are going to be? I have no idea. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm not looking at the map or the contracts, but I think we're delivering the flax up to here. I don't have that much. I just barely got over 11,000 liters, so I hope it's enough to get the contracts complete. I have heard some people leaving on Discord asking me, do I have a problem with harvesting contracts? And I was like, not really since the beginning of FS22 that I heard that people were having problems. I mean, coming up short on the crop. If we come up short, I'll just, I'll find some somewhere. So we are short on flax for field number 17. So it is flax that we are harvesting, right? So I'm going to have to cheat that on in, I guess. I mean, I harvested both fields completely. Contracts here. Active flax. Yes, flax. So I'm just going to put some flax into here. Hopefully I can do that with this. Alfalfa, flax. There we go. I'm just going to fill it all the way up. I'm not going to sell it all, just enough to complete the contract. That's all I'm going to do. I probably am going to get a little bit, okay, just a little bit of a bonus. $1,000, that'd probably be normally correct. Now let's go ahead and we'll empty this on out. There we go. And let me jump out of the vehicle, because next thing I need to do is collect on those contracts. So $64.92 for that one, which is nice. So I thought we were getting paid more for these harvesting contracts, but it is what it is. And just 4,000 that. So we're not going to be up to 75,000. That's for darn sure. But we are at 69,699. A lot of sixes and a lot of nines. How about that? Let's go home. So there's a cultivating job, but we're not going to worry about that. These harvesting contracts are those potato contracts, which make me drool wanting to get the Mark Thor root crop harvester out, and I can whip those off really, really quick. But it's not what we're going to do here. I got to find out where my home is, which is here. Here is our Vulture. Is that a Vulture S? I don't know the Vulture model numbers too well. Is that an S series? Actually, it's an A105 high-tech. Yeah, I don't know the Vultures too well. And, of course, there's some of our fertilizer. Let me go back to time speed. We'll go put it at ×2. But we're going to go to the month of October now. So, also, we don't have any loans here. We're not allowed to take out any loans on American Falls, in case you forgot. We're trying to help the community get some money back and buy some farmland, get the farmland back, get it some equipment. property maintenance for... I'm paying $411 a month for property maintenance here. I mean, okay. Okay. Let's see what we got for contracts. I mean, I don't have any farmland to look after, so it's all contracts. Cultivate, cultivate, fertilize, fertilize. Yes, we want those. Some more harvesting contracts, but I'm sure those are the tater ones. Yeah, potatoes, potatoes, a lot of potatoes. Sugar cane. Ooh, that would just take a while. There is a plowing contract we could do. And a weeding contract. I haven't really done weeding contracts. Fertilizing contracts, definitely want to accept those. We don't have to borrow, we can just accept. And also we can accept this one here. We can only do 3 contracts at a time. I don't have any mods currently active. Let me do more contracts than that. Cultivate 50 and 10. Or do I want to plow a field? I mean, some more contracts keep popping up. Or I think some might be disappearing. But they are changing as the time starts off during the day. If I were to borrow, it would be $13.85. Yeah, one thing before I do anything else, I probably should check the store. Is there anything... I mean, there's a mulcher. And, yeah, nothing I could use anyway. So, yeah, I mean, I think the next purchase I need for equipment-wise would be a bigger tractor, because any implements I would like to get, the Vulture that we currently have would not be able to do that. Let's go ahead and we will borrow the items for this plowing job. And before we do that, so 11... Oh, wait, fertilize is 6 and 11. Where are 6 and 11 here? Over here, so that's not too far. And 11 is... 11 is where? Here's 12 and 11. Okay, so I can either go straight up and get them. That's kind of some oddly shaped fields here, but that's fine. Let's get into the Vulture and we'll get ourselves a worker going on that. We are almost full. That might be seed over there, not fertilizer. Yeah, that is seed. Alright, so let's pull on out here and we'll get someone from the Frank family to get fertilizing. I'm just trying to figure out how do we get there. I haven't got a clue, really. There is a fence in front of us. Oh, there is a little bit of a road here. Alright, so this is probably how we get here. This is what we're looking to buy right here on the left-hand side. A lot of sheds. And there's a silo there, too, so that's going to be kind of key. Wait, is that the field? Are we at the field? No, that's field number 12. So fingers crossed next week we will be on the New American Falls, the updated one. Let's see, I think I would go here. And then here. And there's the field that we need to do. Well, Frank or someone will do. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a worker. I'm usually scrolling down this far because we usually got crop rotation and precision farming there. Let's see, create job. And then we want to field position. I guess go, whoop. Go that way. One headland should be more than enough. Overlapping is fine. And create. Why is everything flickering around on me here? Create field work. There we go. Get that on there. And they're going to be done really, really quick. At least that's the hope. Alright, wait, are you doing what you should be doing? Probably. Yeah, you are doing the headland. My bad. Yes, you are doing the headland. Just want to make sure I didn't set off on the wrong waypoint. Alright, so now let's go down to the store. Oh, that's right, I'm on job, so I got to go there. Oh yeah, is the store open? Yes, the store is open. Let's go ahead and grab... I guess we'll grab the weight. I mean, it's here. Looking at my lovely tractor. Not quite my favorite, but it's close enough, a T7. Oh yeah, I do that often enough, don't I? Grab that, grab that. Is there a transport mode for this? I'm sure there is. Allow to create fields. Rotate plow. I think it's just going to rotate around the other way. Alright, so I got to turn it back the other way to fold it? There we go. That's what I was looking for. That's more the transport mode. Alright, I think field 17, which is over here somewheres. Let's see, all the way down. I don't know if that's railroad tracks of the road path I'm looking at, but we'll just keep on going and see what it is. Gotta learn the map here. I was thinking about turning here, but I don't think that's going to get me to field 17. Actually, it may have. There is a bit of a path by looking at the map just to our right. So this is a very oddly shaped field, so me plowing it's just going to be all over the place. And I think that's part of it right there. And of course, right here. Let's go ahead and unfold this again. The way I'm going around, I think I would want it... I forgot what button was to rotate plow. Alright, lower the plow down. We are off. So this will pay rather good. This is another job I wouldn't mind doing if we had our own plow. The lizard plow, 9-meter wide one. You know which one I'm talking about for darn sure. We could get a lot of jobs done quickly with that, but we don't have the tractor or we don't have the plow. I could buy the plow, but definitely would not be able to afford the tractor. Actually, that plow may be more expensive than I'm thinking it is. No, it's not that expensive. I would, of course, go with the 9-meter wide one, and that would cost just under $20,000. But we do need 320 horsepower. Yes, I know I can rotate it, and we wouldn't need that much horsepower. The Vulture will probably easily handle it that way, but this series here is going to be kind of, like I said, always a relaxed type of series. We don't really have any set goals or you know, certain challenges that we're doing. The only thing we really just can't do is borrow any money because the community does not have money to borrow. We don't have anything to put up against the loan. Contract on Field 11 is already done. The only thing I just want to make sure with, I didn't see who was working up there. I just want to make sure that they're not charging me for completing the job or just sitting in the middle of the field somewhere. We'll just quit the worker right there, and I'll leave the Vulture parked right there for now. I will collect on the contract, though. A quick $6,700. Love fertilizing contracts. Any more fertilizing contracts come up? Not yet. Alright, let's go back to... Actually, I can just tab, because we only got the Vulture and the T7, so it's not like I'm tabbing through a whole lot. Ooh, got a little bit of flickering of the water there. I think it's just a reflection of the sun. Now, as for the future plans, I said I don't have any set future plans, but I think we will get ourselves some cows on the farm. It's hard for me to have a farm and not have animals on it in some way, shape, or form. The ones I will probably always stay away from at this point are horses. I'll probably get into doing a series on pigs again at some point. We did pigs on East Vineland. But we could see ourselves getting into having some pigs on the farm. Who knows? It could even be here. Maybe we'll do cows and pigs. Chickens, I'll probably stay away from, I suppose, possibly. I mean, chickens are easy to take care of as it is. Just got to give them some cereal grain and then just take care of their eggs. Production buildings here, as I mentioned, gonna mostly stay away from them. Don't really need them, I don't think, unless a really interesting one comes along. There are a couple of interesting ones that are out there, but I'm not sure if it fits this series or not. But that's further on down the line. Since we're only doing like one episode a week, possibly two, maybe once the map gets updated, you know, and we advance more and a little bit faster, then we can kind of look into possibly doing some other things. But currently, we just got to build up some money and help the community get ourselves some farmland, some of its own equipment, so we don't have to borrow anything. I was kind of curious. I was thinking about before I came on. I haven't checked yet. That farmland I want to buy, does that come with any land, any fields? No, it does not. So that's 97,000. If I were to buy a field, let's say the one next to it, that's 157. That's 85. All right, so yeah, there's that. Just trying to figure out how to go, but I think getting the farmyard first before I buy fields would be the way to go. That way, just as we get our equipment, we can park it in some sheds rather than outside of our mobile home. Well, now we are up to 75,000. Yes, the fertilizing contracts are what's going to help us on out. So within the next couple of months and into next spring, we should pile in the cash. But we need to get these contracts done, first of all, month by month. Been a while since I've used a plow like this. I've been using like either the subsoilers or that lizard plow we were just looking at, just because it's easier to plow a field up. Plus also the workers do a better job with those type of plows. But since I don't have one, this is what the contract was giving us. Once I get a headland done around here, actually probably a couple, should just go a little bit better. It'll take me a while. You won't have to watch all of it. I'll definitely either do a time lapse or a jump cut here and there. So what is this, like a 4-meter wide plow? Could be. So if I had the other plow, it would be double the width. I think I'll go around the field twice and then I'll just start going up and down the field in certain areas. Hey, we hit 10% done. Seems like I'm getting it done quick, but I know it's going to take me a while to get it done. Well, slowly but surely we're getting there. I got a couple of headlands done, and then I've just been going back and forth on this section of the field. Last I knew, I was about 40% done. At least that's what I got for notification. I did take one small quick break because I thought I was going to get my Voltra on the go to fertilize the other field. And then when I got the tractor there, I thought, that's a small enough field, I think we can do that together. So the Voltra is waiting for us to get back over there and fertilize that. But we'll do a little bit more plowing here. I thought about doing a time lapse, but I think what we're going to do is I'll get more of this done with you guys here, and then I'll do most of it off camera. And then at the beginning of next episode, we will finish up plowing up this field. And then seeing what we got for contracts. Of course, a lot of this could change if the map has been updated, so I may... I can figure that out. I'll worry about that later, I guess. But it's been a little bit just getting used to on how to line up the plow as I go here, because I'm not used to this type of plow anymore. Kind of weird to think about back in FS 13, 15, and mostly in 17. These are the type of plows I always use, and I got rather decent with them. Of course, you guys don't know that because I wasn't making videos back then. But of course, since 19 and then 22 has come along, we gotten definitely modified plows to make it just a little bit more convenient. And I know I should be rotating the plow when I go certain directions, but since this is just FS22, I'm keeping it the same way, just to save some time from it rotating back and forth. I think the way I'm doing it now is the way you're supposed to use the plow, but I could be wrong. Any farmers out there, would this be the way you push the dirt, which is toward the part of the field that you haven't done yet? And the reason why I say this is because the tractor is on the soil I haven't loosened yet. So when I come back the other way, you'll see that half the tractor, the left side of the tractor, those tires are on the part of the field I've already plowed, and the right side is on the part I have not. And since your job with the plow is to kind of loosen up the soil, I don't think you would want to be driving back on top of the soil that you just loosened. I'm probably completely wrong, and my theory is probably not even correct. Although the theory does sound good, it's probably wrong. Alright, we'll keep on going here until we get 50% done in the field, which when it tells me I was 10, 20, 30, 40, and hopefully pretty soon here 50% done with the field, I look at the rest of the field like that's 50% because it doesn't seem like it. It seems like I'm way under that number. You'll see what I'm talking about when it comes up here. I think it may be on this pass here. Definitely by the next pass. So yeah, you can see going back this way that half my tractor is on the part I've already plowed, and the other half is on top of the firm soil, I guess we'll call it. Almost 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know when the rain's going to get here. I'm going to assume somewhere at noon. That's the way it always seems to be for me. When I play one day per month, when it says rain, it's usually around 11, 12, 1 o'clock is when it's going to get here. But watch, it's going to start raining in like 30 seconds or something. And I don't want to be plowing in the rain. Definitely not in real life you wouldn't want to, I don't think. Okay, I wasn't even doing... See, it says 50% done. I'm looking at what I got done and how much of the field's left. Doesn't look like I got quite 50% done. But we'll get this pass done right here, and then we'll grab our Voltra and get the other fertilizing contract done. I just want to get those contracts done as quickly as I can, just so that maybe more contracts will pop up. The more fertilizing contracts, the better. I mean, you saw how quickly we got the other field done, or at least our worker did. They got it done within a matter of a couple minutes, and we got paid rather good. I really haven't looked at the map that well enough yet to know how big the fields actually get. I think the northwestern part of the map has the bigger fields, I think. Lift that up. Alright, I'll continue that later on off camera. I'll get up to like maybe 80 or 90% done. And then next episode we can finish it off. But let's get over to our Vultra, and this is the sunflower field. And without precision farming, I'm just going to have to eyeball it to where I think we need to be. Although on the first pass it's easy. We'll just do the headland. And I can use the sunflowers to kind of drive in a straight line. Although our yellow Vultra kind of blends in with the yellow sunflowers pretty well. I think if I just go on either side of the field and then go down the middle, that's probably going to complete the contract. I will say though, from driving from the other field over to this one, just seeing parts of the map, it's a beautiful map. I do believe American Falls was a map in 19 as well. Or was it not? Trying to remember. Maybe it wasn't. Or has FS22 been around that long that it seems like American Falls came out when 19 was out? Oh, we're already 72% done. I may get this done just by going down here. I may not have to go up the middle. I mean, we are covering a good amount of area with a 42 meter wide working width. Not going to quite complete it, huh? What am I, like 95% done or something? I probably should narrow the working width of this, but I'm going to keep on going with the working width that we got, just to make sure we're covering everything that we can. Alright, I'm just going to have a quick peek here, just to make sure we're doing this right, which I'm sure we are. But something... let's turn off plowing. Yes, right up through here. And that probably will cover it. Oh, I think that just said 92% done. Wasting a little bit of fertilizer. We get paid more than enough for these, so don't mind it too much. Alright, that contract is complete. Let me get off the field. The one thing I do need to be careful about on this map, though, is the fence line. Being, I think it's more of a barbed wire fence line. Sometimes I don't really see it till last second, and I drive right on into it. And I can see myself getting hung up on that fence line quite a bit. Well, we'll just leave this parked right here. Let's go ahead and collect on that contract. Fertilizing, $3,000. We'll collect on that. Another fertilizing contract. Yes, accept contract. So we'll get a worker on that in between episodes. And what else we got? We got another plowing contract. Since I already got borer equipment, I may take that one. But I'm not going to take it now in case, you know, more fertilizing. I'd rather do fertilizing contracts in between. When it comes to weeding, is it just weeders that they use or sprayers? Yeah, it looks like it's stage 1 pullers on the weeders. Cultivating contracts. But yeah, we should have... Ooh, that's going to be a good payday. Well, I mean, it's still going to be a good payday. Let me go back. I keep tabbing. I don't know why. I can just tab like that. I don't know if it's something that Lancey Boy can fix. We'll see when the new update comes out. I tend to get a lot of floating deer on this one. I do on other maps as well, but this one seems like every time I do see the deer, they are floating at the very first instance. Seen it on every other map, but this one here seems to be more prominent than others. I don't think that's something that he would have control over. I think it's more of a Giants type of thing. The only thing I think I saw for the update for American Falls is the store area. I think someone asked Lancey Boy about the store area, about the bigger equipment and the spawning, and I think he replied that has been fixed. So we shall see when the update comes out. Hopefully at the beginning of next week it will be. And currently I do have a lot of series going, but if the update does come out next week, I'll probably get an episode out. Well, I'll record it the same day that it gets released, and then fingers crossed the episode will go out the next day, and we can kind of touch on the updates on American Falls. And by then, hopefully, I may be up to 100 grand. I mean, this field and the other fertilizing contract, that's like 17-ish. So let me get me up to about 90. If I can get some other fertilizing contracts while I'm plowing this field, that'd be great. But by next episode and the next episode, we should be over 100 grand. And if the other plowing contract is still there and I got this equipment, I will accept that one, because it should be a small field, only offering under $1,000 to get the field plowed. But $1,000 is $1,000. Like always at the beginning of every map that you play on, every little dollar, it's like, yeah, I'll accept that. I'll take that. And after you've been on the map, depending on what mode you're playing on and what you're trying to accomplish, let's just say after about 10-15 hours on a map, you start looking at like, oh, there's some straw I missed. That's fine. We'll leave it there. But in the beginning, you're like, there's some straw over there. We need it. Yeah, I'm sure I'm going to miss little pieces here and there in this field. But as I showed earlier, if that was 50% done, by the time I finish this little section here, I'm probably going to be like 60 to 70% done. Probably 60% done for sure. Maybe 70%. Which just seems like not quite 70%. Seeing I got all that over there to do. Who knows? But we'll get this job done, and we'll get paid on it. And in the meantime, I will get Frank or Francine, whoever, to do some fertilizing contracts while I'm doing this. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.